The moment I stopped waiting for good things to happen to me was the moment my life changed. This episode is for the girl that is feeling undervalued, feeling like you're overgiving. I got you because I was literally at that spot too. My dream life did not come with just manifestations and waiting for good things to happen to me, because that will never happen in this life. I'm going to share with you why this happens, why you tend to choose other people over yourself, and how you do this subconsciously. If you're ready to dive deep, do the inner work with me, or just learn something new, this is what my podcast is for. And let's talk about what it looks like to not choose yourself. So it would be overcommitting to plans, people pleasing, dimming your light for others, and waiting for validation before taking action. So it's like you're not really thinking about how you feel before you go about your day-to-day life. You're constantly saying yes to people, yes to every plan, trying to make it seem like you're available, you're the best friend because you're available, like you're there for everybody. So the result of this is that you end up saying yes even when you're drained. You become someone for everyone but yourself. Let me say that again. You become someone for everyone but yourself. You're scared to speak up. You're scared to speak up for yourself. You don't have a connection to yourself. Girl, I struggled with this pretty much all my life. Like, I'm going to tell you the story about how I figured this out in college. And it wasn't this big crazy moment, but for me, it was constant moments of, why is this not feeling like this is giving back to me? Why do I feel like I'm doing so much? I'm not a lazy person, but I'm not leveling up. I'm not meeting new people. I'm not expanding my mind. I feel like I'm just stuck in the place. Now we're going to talk about why this happens and what triggers this. The first reason could be your childhood. We were not taught to choose ourselves, and there's an airplane in the background. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. But yeah, like as children, we were taught to be a good person, do the right thing, and often be selfless for others. Maybe this was for love, maybe this was for people to like you, for trust. Like, ask yourself deep down, like, did I feel like I was going to be loved just for being selfless? Did I feel like people were going to like me more because I was taught to take care of others before myself and it'll come back to me somehow? A second reason why this happens and you don't choose yourself is low self-worth. So having low self-esteem means subconsciously believing that you are not good enough. That's how we were taught growing up. And that's like the side effect, is that you become really low about yourself. Ask what you need. Like, get used to asking what you need. How do I feel? What are my emotions? Am I frustrated? Am I upset? Do I feel not good enough? Why do I not feel good enough? The third reason why you might not choose yourself is for society and to fit in with others and to make yourself digestible to others, because that's what fitting in is, right? It made me very, very insecure, continuously making myself smaller for others or putting others before myself. I ended up not becoming my own person this way. You were not taught this growing up. You were not taught how to choose yourself. That means it's healable. You're able to turn this around and actually choose yourself and level up the way you want to. So some affirmations you can take with this is, I am not broken. I was conditioned to put others first, and now I choose different. Those moments where you're like, damn, I really don't like the life I'm living. Like, why am I feeling so empty about myself? And those are the moments where you're like, I'm going to choose different. I don't know how, but I'm literally going to change my life. Who the fuck is going to do that for me? I'm going to do that for myself. I'm going to get a bag and I'm going to prove everybody and myself that I can do it. Now let's talk about where the mindset shift happens. In order to actually shift from not choosing yourself to choosing yourself, you gotta raise the amount of self-awareness you have, noticing how you feel before you do anything in your day-to-day life. Like, you're gonna hang out with friends and notice how you feel. Like, do I feel like their energy drains me, but I keep up with it? Like, what is it? Do these people actually add to your life and benefit benefit you, check in with yourself. In high school, I dealt with a binge eating disorder, and I would never check in with myself even after a binge or before or just any time in my life. I was never self-aware. I would look in the mirror and tear myself down and wonder why I was so depressed. What this self-awareness thing is going to do for you is you recognize positive and negative thoughts you have. My therapist told me one time that usually emotions are neutral, but you just choose to be more sad because it's easier that way. For example, when you see people going to work, aren't they like, it's going, or oh, it's life is life, it could be better. Like low key, that's a choice. Like you could look at your life in a positive way. You can choose to be grateful and be like, it's a beautiful day outside. I'm capable. I'm moving. That's all that matters. For me, I noticed I had a lot of negative thoughts, and I was just kind of like, I would just say the opposite. That feeling of wanting more for myself was stronger than being sad about my life. You know that one quote that goes, choose the pain of discipline or choose the pain of regret. It's not going to be easy when you're leveling up, but it's just going to be more worth it, if that makes sense. So do the inner work. That's why breath work and meditation is a tool. Stillness is key when it comes to peace. Another thing to help you with your mindset shift is reading, because that absolutely expanded my mind. I will probably tell anybody starting out, read. Like, we are on the phone so much and you don't even freaking read books anymore. There's a book for everybody. Once you do that, it's gonna change your life subconsciously. My advice is look within for anything on the outside becomes permanent. Make it subconscious that you know you are okay. Subconsciously, you have low self-esteem probably, and you just don't think you're capable of creating your own life. Change that. You will radiate at a higher frequency, and that's what you want. Because when you're super fearful and sad and ungrateful, that brings your frequency and your aura down basically. Plus aura, if you think positively, I'm gonna choose me. I'm gonna choose me this time. I recognize that I overextend for people other than me. That's a powerful mindset shift. Another thing you can tell yourself is, I don't want to ignore how I feel just to keep the peace. I don't want to ignore how I feel. I want more for myself. I want to feel more fulfilled. It'll just roll off your tongue. That's how you ultimately positively change your life. This next section, I'm going to tell you how you can choose yourself. How to choose yourself unapologetically. Damn, that word was kind of hard to say. For one, say no to anything that drains you. People that care about you will understand, and if they don't care or understand, then they're not for you. You got to make that choice for yourself. Let it be uncomfortable. Girl, you got to do uncomfortable things to grow out of your comfort zone. Another thing you can do is do things differently. When I was living in my shitty apartment, I changed things by being more grateful. As much as I hated my apartment, I told myself I was grateful every day for a roof over my head. I was grateful for a bed, even though I was sleeping on the floor. Do things differently. Switch up your routine. Maybe add something to your morning routine. Another thing you can do to choose yourself is think before acting. Do you feel like you need validation from somebody before you take action? Unfollow or undo anything that drains you. So curate your social media. Anything that doesn't uplift you on social media, I feel like you can toss. You can either mute it or unfollow, whatever you got to do. Again, subconsciously, these things matter. Make it simple for yourself. This journey does not have to be overwhelming, or like I said, choose your heart. You can do one thing at a time. You can just journal every morning, and that can be your focus. What I did was I got a wellness journal. I got the day by day journal. That was literally the best investment. Your mind is everything. Change what's inside, and all the outside things will follow. It just comes naturally. The money, your frequency, your gratefulness, your abundance, it just, trust me on this one, because I promise you I manifested this, and now I have this platform to share with you guys. It's kind of like your higher self is talking to you now, okay, are you journaling? Are you actually caring about bettering yourself? If you're not, then the universe listens and is okay, you don't want it, then I'm not going to give it to you if you're not going to give me that energy. Make it simple. I'm just going to give out the energy that I wish I attracted. I am not selfish for choosing peace, because you are not. Forgive yourself. That is part of the inner work too, like intentionally forgiving yourself. I also want to emphasize intention. The reason why my inner work actually worked, I did this with intention. Every time I, did a mindset shift or I worked on my side hustle, I did it with intention, knowing that this is going to better me in the long run. This is going to be worth it for me. This is for the bigger picture. This is not just for like now when I'm like lazy. Like I'm lazy right now, but I'm gonna do it because I have the intention that I want to be a better person. I want more for myself. Tell yourself that I have the right to say no. I have the right to say yes to myself. I'm not selfish. Another thing that helps to actually choose yourself is exposure therapy. Kind of like expose yourself to the uncomfortable. Like sometimes you have to put yourself in your own place and just be like, okay, I'm going to do something scary. And guess what? Like I said, that's going to get you out of the comfort zone. That's going to push you outside of your circle, because nothing grows in that little circle you're staying in and running around trying to find solutions. Everything you want and desire and all the answers you need is outside of that circle. So push yourself to that like exposure therapy. You got to think about your situation, because everybody's journey is different and there are so many people you can find online that relate to you. So that's the beautiful thing of social media. That goes back into curating your feed. Like there's literally an influencer for everybody. I promise you. If you want to start new side hustles, how to make money, just look up how to make money. Another really great quote I wanted to share was, what you face, you conquer. Let me say it again. What you face, you conquer. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Everything you want is on the other side of fear. When you think of like worst case scenarios and stuff, that's literally just like anxiety. And I get anxiety too. Fear is an illusion. It's testing you basically. To end off this podcast, I'm going to just basically summarize everything I said and remind you that this journey is not easy, but it's so worth it. Don't worry about how you're gonna get somewhere, because you'll figure it out as you go. You learn things all along the way. Like that is part of the human experience. Like we're learning and we're growing and we're constantly changing and evolving, really. You're constantly not choosing yourself all your life, and then now you are, and the universe like listens and takes note of that, and the energy, the frequencies will all change. The universe takes note of what you do. Like it literally watches everything basically. Like it hears what you say, how you talk to yourself. I want you to know that you are safe. You deserve to take up space in this world. We all have our time. Everything you desire is within reach. Tell yourself that. I am so capable of creating the life that I desire. I am so capable of attracting abundance. Everything I desire is within reach. I am aligned with who I truly am. I align with my higher self. You can journal qualities of your dream self and you can be like, I'm that. I am capable. I am unstoppable. I'm untouchable. Like I am all those things, and embody that. Do everything with intention for yourself. That's why I love spirituality and all this energy work. It's really a beautiful thing, and they have so many books on this. You can even just look it up online. Belief is like 99% of the journey. That's why I started this podcast too, to really share my thoughts and how I genuinely turned my life around. Fun fact, I have my self-love crystals here. They are literally pointing at you guys right now. So I'm sending you self-love through the screen. I forgot this one's for like abundance too. And I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and just don't forget where you came from. Don't forget how far you've come. Wherever you are in life, you have grown. Like I promise you that. And you just kind of have to see it in your mind. Like opportunities are seen with the mind, not the eyes. You got this, girl. And make sure to check out any more of my content for more wellness tips and mindset shifts. My last episode, and that is 10 mindset shifts that changed my life. So if you guys want more of that, definitely go check out that episode. If you guys want a more in-depth tips of my journey and how I actually changed my life all in one guide, that's going to be linked down below too. I give you guys pretty much all my glow up guide tips. I call it the ultimate glow up guide, and I'm so excited to be sharing with you guys all of this and more. Like I'm growing and I am so happy to be able to share this with you guys. Seriously, like, we are not all perfect. Like, don't forget that we are all here on a journey and forgiving ourselves and healing our inner child. You are healing right now. You just clicking on this podcast, I applaud you, girl. I am literally clapping for you, because that is not easy to want more for yourself and just like have that self-awareness, because you forget a lot of people don't really have this in their life, and this is really, really mature of you. So I'm super, super proud of you, and you should tell yourself you're proud too. Yeah, keep taking things day by day. Journal out your thoughts and stay positive, you guys. All of my links will be down below, and I hope to see you in my next podcast. I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Two girls in the car. Which one to choose?